Why are stories important for children? Assalamu alaikum. My name is Labbi. In today's video, we will learn some information about reading. Let's get started. Children studying. Stories play a vital role in the growth and development of children. The books they read and the characters they get to know can become friends. It's also good for children to understand that books are a useful source of information and that good reading skills are important for success in their future lives. Reading also helps children with their confidence levels, coping with feelings and language and learning. Confidence levels. Children who can read well are more likely to have higher confidence levels. This will benefit them in school as they'll feel able to participate fully in activities. Another part of building confidence and self-esteem is knowing where you fit into the world. Stories can help with this process by showing children what people's lives are like where they live and in other parts of the world. Language and learning. Stories are a great way to introduce new words and ideas into a child's language. Starting with picture books for very young, 3 to 4, and then small chapter books, going on to novels for teenagers. Stories can help children learn about concepts such as shapes, sizes, spaces, colours, up and down, inside and outside, numbers, and the name of objects. They can also teach children about everyday tasks such as how to brush their teeth, taking care of animals, cleaning and tidying, and preparing food. Language and learning. Stories are also used for teaching more complex ideas, such as the importance of sharing, the passage of time, compassion for others. They can be useful when trying to explain traumatic events such as family breakups and bereavement. Fiction based on real life can also help children with their own life experience. It shows them how diverse the world is and that some people's lives are vastly different to theirs. And that's what's so great about learning through stories. It's that the process is done in a natural way. There's no actual teaching involved at all. They learn from simply reading the story. Relaxation. Reading stories can be helpful for relaxation. Before bedtime, for example. They even allow children to forget the stresses and strains of the day and indulge in fantasy for a while. The soothing familiarity of a much-loved story. The rhyming and repetition in a picture book, plus a sense of security that time spent reading together can foster, all help the child to read. Development of imagination. Stories help to develop a child's imagination by introducing new ideas into their world. Ideas about fantastical worlds, other planets, different points in time, and invented characters. It will encourage the child to realize that they can and should imagine anything they want. The beauty of stories is that they can be super realistic or incredibly fantastical. They can be reading about children growing up in the same situation as them, 1 minute, and about another species. Martians holidaying on Jupiter, for example, the next. Enhances their communication skills. Reading and telling stories to children can increase their ability to express themselves. It encourages them to communicate their thoughts, their feelings, and their ideas. When doing storytelling, make sure to encourage your little one to ask questions or to discuss their thoughts. As you continue to indulge a storytelling activity with your little one, they will have a broader vocabulary as they pick up the new words. Coping with feelings. Now, when children read stories that contain feelings, it can help them understand and accept their own feelings. It helps them understand that there are other children who feel the same way. They are not alone. This helps the child understand that feelings are normal and they should be expressed. There's even a right for that. Watching their responses to the feelings of the characters in the story will give you some ideas of how a child feels about a certain situation and emotion. For example, how the child responds to the character in the story, feeling sad or scared or happy or anything, will give you some idea how the child thinks. As you can see, children's stories are important for a number of reasons and form a vital part of the growing process. Being part of that process can bring writers a sense of satisfaction as well as being and having great fun. Tips for storytellers. Whether you read or tell stories to your children, your mum, your dad, whoever you do, it's best if you can do some of both. Do you know what works best for you and whoever you're reading to? It is enjoying the reading and stories that counts. Be guided by what your child likes, but try a range of books or stories so they have a choice. Follow your child's lead when you are reading or telling stories so they can be a partner in the reading time. Read the bits they really like repeatedly. Stop when they want to stop. Skip the bits they want to skip. When using picture books that don't have any words, make up the story about pictures for your child. Visit your school or local council library. Ask the librarian to help you find things your child might enjoy. Borrow several books each time you go. If your child really likes one and wants it repeatedly, this is the one to buy and own. Browse through second-hand bookshops or garage sales. Often good books can be bought cheaply. This is a good way to help children have some books of their own. Take children to see plays where stories are acted out. Go just for the fun. Books make great presents. Give them for birthdays, Christmas, or just a special treat. Babies can start to learn to enjoy books from birth. Show them brightly coloured pictures and name the objects or sing a rhyme about the picture. They will enjoy the warmth of your company and the sound of the rhyme of your voice long before they can understand the words. They learn that books mean happy times with you. Sharing books brings together the things babies need most to grow and develop: closeness, safety, touch, seeing, hearing and learning about sounds and gradually learning what they mean. Toddlers, make story time part of your child's bedtime routine. Stories need to be simple and short because toddlers have a short attention span. Toddlers enjoy books with colourful pictures, simple rhymes, and stories about things they know. Very young children often want their favourite stories repeatedly. This can be important to them as they grow and learn. 2-year-olds will often enjoy saying some of the words as they get to know their love story. They may even correct you if you leave out a word. Preschoolers, let your child choose books or stories. Stories should not be too long. Find books you can start and finish in one go. Stories can be acted out by you and your child. Children can make pictures or models of stories. Ask your child to tell you a story and listen to them. Show you are interested. Take your child to the library and let them choose books from the section for their age. They may not like them all, but they will probably like some. They are learning to use a library and that books are something they can choose for themselves. Ask the librarian about borrowing recordings of spoken stories. School beginners, don't make story time a reading lesson. It is a time for sharing, relaxing and fun. Beginners need books with simple words for success and enjoyment. Books that are too hard can put them off. Don't expect too much too soon when your child is learning to read. It takes a long time before they can read well enough to really enjoy stories. They will need you to read them long after they can read for themselves. There is something special about having stories read to you at any age. Allow your child to choose books they like to read, even if they are not your choice. Help them find books about their interests. Example, if they love dogs, cars, or dinosaurs, look for books on these topics. All children are different. One child might not enjoy the same books or be at the same reading level as another child, or as an older brother or sister at the same age. Don't worry. If your child likes comics as they get older, it is all part of reading. Once they are confident readers, they are likely to want to move on to reading different things. Many children and adults like to return to old favourites from time to time, even when they can read much more difficult stories. This can also happen. If children are unwell or unhappy because familiar love stories can help them to regain a sense of security and well-being, story time builds good relationships and should not be withdrawn as a punishment. End of today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.